Nice of you to drop in.
Hello people, I'm the Comic Book Gamer. Today I'm going to be talking about Arrow Season 3 mid-season finale. I know I'm a little late on that, but I was busy all weekend, and I still really wanted to talk about it, so yeah, I'm still going to talk about it. Obviously, spoilers, you can go onto the CW site to watch it if you want to, because I'm going to be spoiling stuff, and there's no point in not watching it when it's free, and it's a great episode, one of my favorite episodes of Arrow. So yeah, the episode was really good. Obviously, I'm mainly going to be talking about the ending. Man, that ending, because the episode was good. I was like, okay, it's cool, but it's not as good as The Flash. And then that fight came. It was like, holy crap. The way Raish fought was just awesome. The way he moved and how he systematically took down Oliver was awesome, and I just loved it. It was so cool. The fight went around amazing. My only real complaint with the fight was you think Oliver would have been smarter. Instead, at first he was just like lunging at Raish and looked like an idiot. And then once Raish got his own sword, that's when the fight really started to get really cool. But before he got his sword, Oliver really looked like a way different Oliver than we had ever seen before. He was fighting like an idiot, and that was my problem. But then after that, when Raish got the sword, it was awesome because it was like two skilled fighters, except one far above the other. It was really cool. Raish is an awesome villain. I still don't feel like he's up to the caliber of Deathstroke yet, and that's not just because, you know, Deathstroke's one of my favorite characters, but because I don't feel like he's reached that yet. I don't think they've given him enough on-screen time yet, but still, I don't feel like anyone else has had the Malcolm's come close, but I don't feel like anyone else has had the presence on screen that Manu Bennett brought with Deathstroke. I don't think anyone else has had that like Manu Bennett had with Deathstroke. He really had that whole... He had the same as like Bane in Dark Knight Rises up until he found out Bane was a complete wuss because he was taking orders from Talia. Before then, when he just controlled the screen, like when he was on screen, it was like, okay, you know that's the guy. Manu Bennett had the same thing with Deathstroke and Arrow. Rachel Gould, you know that's the guy, but he does not have the same caliber as Deathstroke. Still really good, but not the same caliber as Manu Bennett. Merlin's come close as well, but I still don't feel like they're... I feel like Merlin's probably about on par, but he's a different type of character than Deathstroke. So, but to Raish, I feel like he's a little bit more similar to where he needs to do the whole Deathstroke Bane thing, really like control the screen when you're on it. Now, for what's going to happen, that's where it gets really interesting, because I saw a fan theory right before I watched the episode. I kind of wish I hadn't. That was saying, oh, what if Oliver dies because, you know, Stephen Amell on his Facebook page said, hey, I get this like 9-day break, which I normally don't get. So he did the whole Movember thing, and he was able to, instead of just having his 5 o'clock shadow, he had his mustache. And people were like, what if he dies and he goes away for a little bit and then comes back in the Lazarus pit? And so I was like, okay, that might happen. And then it happened. I was like, I wish I wouldn't have read that theory. But what's gonna happen now? Obviously, well, I believe that the guy, I don't remember his name. He was his handler in China that's now working for Raish. He's Katana's husband. I don't remember his name. I really like him though. The actor's really good, and I really like the character. He said he didn't want to watch Oliver die, so I think he's gonna take Oliver. We already saw in the like 2-second preview where there's someone that looked like they were in the League of Assassins garb, was climbing there to get to Oliver. So I think he's gonna take his body and get to the Lazarus pit and put him in it. Because when we first saw Raish, she was in that bathtub, and so I think he's gonna take him to a Lazarus pit. Because Raish doesn't just have one, but he's going to take him to one there. That's what I believe, and that's how it's going to happen. Now, it said that Arsenal is going to be taking center stage in episodes 10, 11, and 12, which I'm really excited about because Roy Harper has been awesome to me, and to me the best episodes have been when Roy's in it. I'm kind of like, I really want more Roy. Also, I would love for a Diggle episode, like for one episode where everyone's like, where's the Arrow, he's gone, and then Diggle just goes back up in Arrow like he used, like the good old days, season 1 when he took on the Arrow costume. I'd love for that to come back. I'd love for Diggle to go back into the Arrow costume. That would be awesome. And we also have Deathstroke coming back in episode 14, so Arsenal is taking center stage in episodes 10, 11, and 12, 13 we don't know, and Deathstroke's coming back in episode 14. I heard that Black Canary's journey is supposed to start, seeing her more trained, become more of the vigilante of Black Canary. We're supposed to be seeing that around then. That's what I've heard. I really hope they make her likable, because right now I hate Laurel. She is the worst part of the show. Season 1 she wasn't so bad, and then she got really bad. It's just been terrible. I wish she would have died instead of Sarah. She's been a pain. Hopefully they make her into a good character. So right now, every time, that was another one of my complaints of this episode, was seeing Laurel and her mother like talk about Sarah's death and everything. I just felt like that took away from the episode. We could have seen more of Raish fighting Oliver, or heck, even more of Arsenal and Diggle and Felicity like teaming her at home, trying to take care of things while he was climbing that mountain. Something else. They could have done a ton of other things instead of that. I didn't care. I didn't feel it fulfilling. I thought it was pretty stupid how her mother just came to the conclusion instantly that Sarah was dead. I was like, okay, that was really quick. I mean, just out of nowhere, just like, she's dead, isn't she? It's like, okay, that's the first thing you think of? You don't think, oh, she's gone missing or something? You think, oh, she's dead. I thought that was stupid. But again, back to what's going to be happening. I think that 10, 11, and 12, Oliver might come back at the end of 12. And then 13, we'll see like maybe some planning from Oliver. And then episode 14, I believe that Argus might Mirakuru up Deathstroke and send him after Raish, because they believe, no normal man can take him on. So they'll be like, hey, we got some spare Mirakuru on, and you're the only person that doesn't go bat crap crazy when you take it, so we'll give it to you. And what I mean by that is, obviously, it went a little crazy with the whole shadow thing, but everyone else, whenever they took it, went really insane and like could not control it. Deathstroke can still have a coherent thought when he does it, and still like knows what he wants. Deathstroke can control the Mirakuru better than anyone else, so I think they might be like, hey, here's some Mirakuru, and we'll send you out there. I don't know. Obviously, Neck Bomb wouldn't work on him with the Mirakuru, because we saw him take a bunch of shots. He even said the only thing that didn't heal was his eye. We saw all those debris of the ship fall him. He fell off the ship, and we heard about him being dragged under the ocean, and that all healed. So I don't think a Neck Bomb will kill him. So they'll figure something out. I don't know what it'll be, but they'll figure something out. Maybe we'll find out he has a kid, like Rose Wilson or Grant or Joe, or well, Joseph. So yeah, just to reiterate my prediction of what's going to happen, I think that Oliver is going to be taken into the Lazarus Pit by his handler from China. I don't remember his name. Dang it, it's annoying me. And obviously he's going to come back. We don't know what side effects that's going to have, because pretty much everyone goes crazy when they first come out of the Lazarus Pit initially. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then Roy's going to be taking center stage. We heard in Deathstroke, I believe that they're going to go to him, give him Mirakuru, threaten a kid that he had. That we're going to find out he had a kid, or maybe Adeline. We could even find out that Adeline might be alive, and they're threatening her, like she might exist in the Arrowverse. Who knows? And so they give him the Mirakuru because no one else can really control it, but Slade can, and they don't believe a normal man can really take out Raish, because we saw Oliver, who was one of the top tier guys, couldn't do it, and I don't think they're going to trust the Suicide Squad to do it. So, or they might have the Suicide Squad under Slade's command, and then he goes and he fights Raish. Who knows how the result of that will be? I would really hope that he kills Raish. To me, that would just be awesome. Also, my last note is I was disappointed with who they had take Oliver out. Ra's al Ghul's awesome, but he is a Batman villain. He doesn't have any personal connection. So when he stabs him, it's just like Ra's stabbing anyone else. But when Deathstroke or Merlin kills him, or if they would have killed him, it would have been so much bigger, because they have so much more personal beef with each other. Merlin has put Oliver through so much crap, and is the father of his dead best friend and the father of his half sister. So much bigger. Deathstroke is the whole reason Oliver was able to survive the island. He taught him how to fight. They were best friends, and then they went crazy, went through all that stuff with Shadow, and but instead they choose Raish, which is a Batman villain, and they have no prior history with each other. He's never met Raish before. I'm talking like Scooby-Doo right now. But yeah, that was one of my gripes. I was like, why not have someone more personal do it? It would have felt so much bigger. It was still a gigantic impact. No, hardly any other shows have the guts to kill off their main character, even if he is going to come back, which he is. But yeah, this video's turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it would be. But please let me know in the comments below what do you guys think is going to happen, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.